it does not cost you anything to be kind. I mean, I just wrote my son's affirmation, and one of the things I wrote in his affirmation is, I am kind. Because I mean, I have to raise kind children. It does not cost anything to be kind. A long time ago, more than 10 years ago, I used to go to one of my aunt's house, and on this particular day, I went to the market with a friend. Most of the time I go alone, but I went to the market with one of our friends. And when we were done getting what we went to purchase in the market, I was carrying all the bags alone. I had two heavy bags, two bags that were full to the brim, and I was carrying these bags alone. There's a small road that we passed. There's a small road. This happened at my war market. It happened at my war market at that Sangana area. There's a small road we were passing, and because I was struggling with those two bags, I caught myself. My son usually asks me, "Mommy, what is this? What is this?" And I just tell him it was an injury that is now healed. And I just remembered it. It wouldn't have taken anything from her if she had just carried one of those bags. Besides, we went to the market together. It wouldn't have taken anything from her. And if she had carried that bag, I wouldn't have incurred this injury. As at then, even if it was now, it would have still been very painful. So back to me talking about being kind. There's really no need to treat people lesser than you should treat yourself. There's really no reason or no good feeling that comes from treating people lesser than you should treat them. Everybody is equal. Everybody is special. I see people treating people that are not their family members, their friends, their children in terrible ways. That was one of the reasons why my mom said over her dead body, will any of her children live with someone? Because even this, my aunt, at some point, she wanted me to come and stay with her. Well, my mom refused. I cried and I cried and I cried. My mom said no. Because that woman went through hell when she was staying with her aunt. I'm telling you, she went through hell. They buy the sliced bread and they take out the brown parts of the sliced bread. They keep it in the fridge, they keep it in the fridge until the quantity is enough until they feel the quantity is enough, and then they give it to my mom. That's when she takes tea and bread. They eat the normal white part and then they remove that brown part and keep it in the fridge until it gets to their desired quantity and they feel it will be okay for her to have tea and bread. This is just a tip of the iceberg of what my mom went through, and that was one of the reasons why she said none of her children will ever live with anybody. This is a message to people who have people under their care. This is a message to someone who has somebody under their care. It might not be your house, it might be at your office, it might be at your workplace, it might also be at your house. I also remember when, I think this was like roughly 2017 or thereabouts, I went to church one day and I saw this woman's kids and her help. You could really tell the difference. It does not cost anything to be kind to people. It does not cost anything to extend a helping hand.